tell you about what is a blog, about what are the skills you need to start blogging, why should you start blogging, and how do you start a blog from the very scratch. But before that, I am Mark Kempman. I'm going to be your digital navigator for this video. And if you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button below. So let's get started, blogging for beginners. Let me give you a few facts and figures about blogs before we dive into the topic. Did you know that there are more than 600 million blogs on the internet? And every day over 2 million blog posts are published on all those blog posts that are out there. 77% of internet users, they read blogs and they leave about 77 million comments per month on all these blog posts. So it is a massive place where you can get engagement and where you can get people talking about the things that you're writing about. Now, people that include visuals to their blogs, they will see that they get about 94% more views than those people that do not add visuals to their blog. Surprisingly, Tumblr is the most used blogging platform with over 500 million blogs out there. But there are 60 million blogs that are powered by WordPress. Also, did you know that blogs are the second most form of media used in content marketing? So, lots about blogging, lots of facts. They're out there, they're key, they're relevant, and this blog is going to introduce you to how to get started with a blog. Now, blogs have been around for a very long time. Yeah, do you know what the name of the first blog was and who created it? Was it A, B, C or D? Well, let me give you the answer. Justin Hall started Links.net in 1994 as a student at a college, becoming one of the first widely read bloggers out there. In the late 1990s, the first blogs were created, primarily serving as personal journals for small groups of friends or for family. Now, in the early 2000s, blogging tools and services became more widely available, and it is also when I got my first experience in blogging, when my son went on a gap year traveling in Southeast Asia, and he shared his photos through the internet on a blog. So he found internet cafes during his journey, and in each cafe he started up his blog and added a photo. So that's how I could follow his trip. So it became easier and easier for people to start to create and maintain their own blogs. In 2002, the term blog was coined and became widely used to describe a website that serves as an online journal or a diary. So in 2004, the political world started to get an idea about the power of blogs. They emerged and played a role in shaping public opinion and influencing selections. 2005 to 2010 was the big growth of blogs, and they started to gain popularity, and they came into sort of into the more widely discussable areas like photography blogs and recipe blogs. And then in the 2010s, businesses got to see the power of blogs, and they started to use blogs as a mainstream form of communication, and for other people as self-expression, with millions of blogs covering every possible subject and serving a diverse range of audiences. So today, blogging continues to play a significant role in the rise of social media, and it has a very big impact on the way people communicate and consume information online. A fantastic tool to learn, to find out about what's happening in the world, to find out what's happening in particular niches that you're interested in, and a great way to start sharing your own opinion. So what will we be talking about? We're going to be talking about what is a blog, what skills do you need for blogging, why actually should you create a blog, what are the types of blog posts that you can create, and I'm going to show you some examples of those different types of blog posts, how do you create a blog, and I'm going to give you some blog writing tips to close off with on the video today. So let's get into it. What is a blog? Now, there are many different definitions of a blog. Yeah, a blog can be a personal blog, it can be a corporate blog, it can be a news blog. Yeah, so a personal blog is where it's a type of blog where individuals share their thoughts, their opinions, their experiences, their stories on a particular topic or a particular range. Yeah, these type of blogs are very easy to set up and they don't cost a lot of money, but it's very much with a personal focus. Businesses, they usually have corporate blogs. It's a type of blog created by a company, and it can be used for marketing, it can be used for branding, it can be used for communication purposes, for lead generation. Usually they share company news, they share product updates or industry insight. Yep, so it's also really good to engage with customers and to get in a dialogue with customers, to build relationships and to create expertise in a particular niche. The third type of blog that you can see, and that's the definition of a blog, is a news blog. It's a type of blog that focuses on reporting and analyzing current events, current news stories, what's happening in the world from a particular angle. It could be one journalist, it could be a group of journalists, it could be a media organization. Yeah, and it can cover a wide range of topics, or it can focus on a particular niche like entertainment or like technology. So it can be used to create different perspectives on news stories or to supplement the traditional news stories. But if we're looking at the plain definition of a blog, if you look at all the blogs, they work from the same concept. Yeah, a blog is a type of website serving as an online journal or diary. And it consists of posts on a particular topic or a particular theme. Yeah, now a blog can be created by an individual or by businesses. And as I said earlier, they can serve different purposes. For personal, or for business, or for news. They're very easy to create blogs, and that makes them so powerful. Then you can use simple blogging software, there's lots of free tools available, and you can get started within 5 minutes. They have lots of features like commenting, and by using the commenting functions, you can allow engagement with your readers, and you can really build up a community. Now, you can find blogs on specific standalone websites, like a blog website, or you can find them on embedded within a corporate website. You could even blog on social media networks like LinkedIn or Facebook. And they often use a content management system to create a blog, to manage the blog, and to add new content, new pages on your blog. Blogging for me is the easiest way to get started with social media. Yeah, so they played a significant role in the growth of social media, and it had fundamentally changed the way businesses communicated with their customers. Yes, so and how people sort of consume information. Yeah, so blogs, they have a number of things in common. Yeah, so if you go to a blog, each blog, you will see a number of recurring things. The first thing, of course, that you see are the blog posts. They are the articles or the entries written or published on the blogs, and they can be in different presentation formats. Yeah, you can see it in little thumbnails, you can see it in the headlines, or you can see just a scroll down of all the blog posts. But the blog posts are obviously the core of each blog post. Blogs have comments. You can switch off the comments if you want, but most blogs, they have commenting, and they are an important part of a blog because they allow you to engage with the author. Yeah, or that the author can engage with their readers. So that gives a platform for discussion, for feedback, and for interaction around the blog. Yeah, when you start blogging, you may build up a big library of blogs, of blog posts. Yeah, so a common feature on every blog is that they have categories and tags. Yep, and you see them on the column on the right on blog posts. And that means that you can easily access previous content. So you're not stuck to the main article, but you give people access to other content through categories, through tags, or the most popular post, or the last 5 posts. Blogs also have an about page. What is this blog all about? It provides reader with information about the author of the blog, the purpose of the blog, the mission of the blog, so some background information. Good blogs also have a search box. It's another way where you can easily search for content that has already been published on the blog. Now, a blog without sharing buttons is like you're keeping it a secret. So one of the powerful features of a blog is that you as the author can share it on social media, but you can also ask your readers to share it on social media by using the sharing buttons. Then there is the archive section where it organizes the post by month, by year or by category, again making it easy to access previous content. And then many blogs have a call to action. So that is a button that encourages readers to take a specific action, like subscribing to the blog or downloading an ebook or signing up for a newsletter. So it's a very good tool to start creating and building your audience. And on top of that, you need to think about the design and the navigation of your blog. It's very important, and we talked about that in our other blogging video that we posted a few weeks ago. So those are the common elements of a blog. So let's dig a bit deeper. We talked about how a blog can be personal, it can be for business, it can be news, as long as it is in a specific topic. So around that topic or theme, you can start sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, your knowledge, and you can express yourself. So some of the most important and in-demand topics for blogs are lifestyle, like topics like fashion, beauty, health, wellness, travel, and food are very popular. They have a very wide appeal. And there's very personal relevance to readers as well. Technology is a very hot topic. So the fast change of technology and innovation, technological developments, there's always something to write about. There's always news around technology. So that is a very hot topic. Another topic is personal finance. People love to know more about how to manage their finances, and blogs can be a really good way to help the readers and giving them tips in how to manage their finance in a range of topics from savings, investing, debt management, and budgeting. There's blogs about business and entrepreneurship. They are very popular. From starting a new business to growing an existing one, how to relate to your customers. There's a huge demand for blogs around the theme of business and business support. Now there's news websites, there's news blogs around current events that cover the latest news. They are popular, they can focus on a particular area like like politics or technology, or they can cover a more broad range as well. There's creative blogs, creative writing, creative literature, writing. So blogs that are about creative writing and about literature, they can be a great source of inspiration. And then finally, personal development is a very big category in blogs, a very popular category. Personal development and self-improvement, like personal growth, self-care, self-improvement, they're really popular and they are relevant to people's day-to-day life. So these are some of the most popular blog posts and the blog topics that people are interested in. So for you, start looking into the topics if you want to start blogging, yeah, and see if you can pick a sort of a topic that is within these categories. So, is blogging difficult? Do I need a wide range of skills for blogging? Well, it's not too difficult, but of course people have lots of different questions about blogging before they start. How do I start a blog? How do I come up with ideas for my blog content? How do I get traffic to my blog? How often should I publish on my blog post? How do I monetize my blog? What should I write about? What should I include in my blog post? How do I write an exciting headline? How do I promote my blog on social media? How do I engage with my readers? How do I track the success of my blog? Lots and lots of questions. Yeah, and of course, to answer all these questions, you do need to have certain skills before you start blogging. So let's have a look at those skills. So to be successful with a blog and to successfully start a blog, there are some skills that you need. Of course, you can work on those skills, you can start building up those skills, but these are the 5 topics that are playing an important part of your blogging work, your blogging activity. There's writing, there's search engine optimization, there's marketing, there's web design, and there's social media. Yeah, so first you need to be able to write. You need to research, you need to write in a clear, concise, and engaging manner. Yep, and that is a skill in itself. And of course, when you start blogging, you may not have that much experience, but when you have been blogging for 6 months to a year, you will see that it gets easier and easier. The next thing you need to do is to be able to optimize your blog posts for search, for Google, for Bing. Yeah, so that those search engines will find your blog posts when you publish them. Yeah, and a very important part of your search engine optimization is to identify the keywords that are relevant for your business and are relevant for your blog. And then you need to understand how to use those keywords effectively. Then of course you need to market your blog. You need to grow an audience. You need to get people to subscribe to your blog. Maybe to start building an email list. Yeah, so you need to understand email marketing. You need to know online marketing to promote your blog. You need to know how to do that. You need to know where to do that. You may want to look at affiliate marketing, which means you can promote other people's products on your blog and you would get a small commission for that. Yes, so lots of marketing activities that you need to look into to publish your blog and make it become visible and make it become popular. Now, of course, there is the web design element for your blog as well. And those are skills that you need to have. There are very simple tools, as you will see later, yeah, that you can use to set up your blog. There's free tools that you can use. There's more advanced tools as well. And as with many things, with the more advanced tools and the premium tools that you use, you get more quality. You get more options. You get often a better design. Yeah, so that is the balance that you need to strike between, hey, how much do I want to do for free and want to do simple, compared to, do you want to invest some money and do you want to have a more advanced website. Yes, so that is the balance that you need to do, but you do need to have some basic web design skills. And then finally, you need to have your social media skills. Yes, social media is a key part of promoting your blog on the social web, and you need to know how to do that. You need to know how to set that up, you need to know how to create those social media posts and how to track them when you have published them. Yes, so lots of skills that you need, but it doesn't mean that you need to be an expert immediately when you start with that. Yeah, but it is important that you recognize those topics and that you start building experience for that. Okay, so if you feel that you have those skills, yeah, then is that enough for you to start creating a blog? Yeah, there's some other questions that you need to ask yourself. First of all, one of the biggest questions you need to ask yourself is, what am I going to write about? Yeah, do I have a passion for writing and sharing my knowledge about a certain topic? Do I have a passion about a theme, about a topic? Do I have a passion about technology? Do I have a passion about health? Yeah, so you need to have that passion, because when you start developing your blog and writing your blog posts, it takes time, it takes effort. And the more passionate you are about the topic that you write about, then that time and that effort doesn't matter. You don't feel like it's taking all that time because you're doing something that you really, really like. You also need to have very clear goals. Yeah, what are you going to do with your blog? Why are you having this blog? You also need to have the time and the resources to regularly create new blog posts. Yeah, because there's nothing more frustrating and nothing more damaging on your website if you start a blog, but then after 5 posts, you stop with it. Yeah, there's so many websites where you go to and then you go to the blog and the last blog post was 24 months ago. Yeah, then it almost works against you. Yeah, it shows, hey, there's a blog, but they haven't taken the effort to start the blog. Yeah, so you need to have that passion, you need to have clear goals. Now, businesses, they often have very clear goals for a blog. Yeah, they want to use a blog to increase traffic to the website, to drive conversions, yeah, to get people to the website, to get them to convert into a prospect. It helps them in contributing to their social media efforts. It's a great way to build client trust, to be seen as an expert in their field. Yep, it's a great way for developing the brand and reinforce the key messages around the brand. It's great to differentiate yourself from your competitors, and it is a good way to encourage engagement with your customers. Yeah, so for businesses, there's almost like a no-brainer. They use blogs because they can see that they get a lot of benefits. But for you, let's take it very simple. Yeah, there are 5 reasons if you want to start your blog. There's 5 reasons why you should create a blog. Yes, first of all, if you want to express yourself creatively, then blogging is the best place to do this. Yeah, so if you are passionate about a topic and you want to share that knowledge, then blogging is the #1 place to go to. Yeah. Second, if you want to show yourself as an expert or build yourself as an expert, and you want to grow an audience around this, you want to grow a follower base who are interested in learning about what you have to say about your topic. Yeah, so if you want to establish expertise and build an audience, then you have to start using a blog for that. Thirdly, a reason why you must create a blog, yeah, if you want to build a community, if you want to network with other people, if you want to network with prospects, get them to your website, get them to convert, yeah, if you want that to grow your business, then blogging is certainly a fantastic vehicle to help you achieve that. Another reason to create a blog is that you want to enhance your writing and your thinking skills. Yeah, so blogging is not writing a book, blogging is not writing an ebook, and people may be scared of that. It may be too much of an unknown field. But start writing small, simple articles on your blog. Thereby you develop your writing and you develop your thinking skills. Very good reason for you to start blogging. You don't even have to publish it. You can just keep it your private blog. Yeah, but then when you feel comfortable, you can then start publishing it. And then finally, and that's how I started as well with my own business, if you want to start making money, if you want to start your own business, then a blog is a fantastic vehicle to help position you in your market, in your industry. So it's a great vehicle that can help you to become self-employed or make more money. So lots of reasons for you to start creating a blog. So now that we've seen what you need, for creating and start blogging, why you should start blogging, let's have a look at the different types of blog posts that you can create on your blog. There are many different types of posts, and I'll give you a list of them in a minute. And each blog post, each type of blog post, they serve a different purpose and a different requirement from the readers. But there are some reasons that apply to every reader. First of all, your blog post must provide value. Different readers have different preferences to the type of content they like to read, but value is the same for everybody. So if you provide value to your readers, you keep them engaged, and very important, you keep them coming back. Another common characteristics for all blog posts is that you need to keep them fresh and you need to keep them interesting. So it means you need to make sure that the content is up to date, but also that you do a variety of post types, because that keeps it fresh, that keeps it interesting. It also sort of helps in breaking up the monotone sort of style of a blog. So use different content styles, use different formats, use different visuals to keep your content alive and interesting. Another common element for all blog posts is you need to cater to the different learning styles. Some people may want to read text-based blog posts. Some people may want to see more visual content or infographics. Some people may want to see video content. So offer that variety in your blog posts so you can cater for different type of audiences with different type of learning styles. And then, very important, with a blog, and each blog post sort of caters for that, it showcases your authority. By offering different types of blog posts, you can demonstrate that you're the expert. Regardless the type of blog post that you do, but people will come back to your blog if they see you as, this person knows what he's talking about. And that can help you build credibility with the readers and establish yourself as a thought leader in your industry. So overall, offering a variety of different types of blog posts can help you attract readers, but not only that, you can retain your readers and you may get them back. They may become part of your audience as long as you showcase your expertise and keep your content fresh and interesting. So, given those common elements of blog posts, let's look at some different types of blog posts. The most popular blog posts are list-based posts. They provide a list of tips, of resources or other information on a specific topic. People love lists. People love the top 5 things in this or 10 things you may have missed. A really good example of a list-based post is Lifehacker. Lifehacker gives you life hacks. So 9 food labels that don't mean what you think they mean. 15 ways to build a better breakfast sandwich. 9 of the most dangerous driving emergencies. Little tips, list of tips. People love those. And the way they are presented on this blog is actually quite interesting. Instead of having a long article about this, they actually have a short introduction, but they do them as slideshows. Why not? It's visual. So here is one. So here is the next slide. So black eyes. Here you see a little highlight of what it's about. Animals in the road. The next one is a car with mattress flapping on the rooftop may look funny, but you don't want to be behind it. Yes, so lots of good tips, and people love these type of blogs. The next one is thought leadership posts. So they express the author's thoughts or feelings on a specific topic. And particularly for businesses, these are very important, because by building thought leadership, which means being seen as an expert in your field, you're also building trust. Now, one of the best thought leadership blogs in the industry is Harvard Business Review. Yeah, so lots of articles on a lot of different topics around business. Yeah, here you see the different categories, the different media formats. Yeah, and here you see the different blogs that they're writing about. Yes, so generative AI can help you tailor messaging. Here is the article. Yeah, and here you see also the call to action that we talked about. Subscribe to Harvard Business Review. Yeah, they have here options to monetize the blog. And here you talk about subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. All simple call to actions. Here is a summary of the article. Here's the article itself. We talked about that. Here's the social sharing button. Yeah, here's the visual that they use. So all the aspects that we talked about earlier are available in this blog. Yeah, but these are typical thought leadership blogs that can really help in developing yourself as an expert. Case study blogs, they are sort of blogs with articles that give an in-depth analysis of a single topic. Yeah, so typically to prove a point or back up an argument. Yeah, so this is kind of background information to make your point. So good example for that is HubSpot. Yeah, so HubSpot is a marketing automation system. They have one of the best blogs in the industry, yeah, where they give lots of background information on all the different social media, digital marketing topics that you can find. Yeah, so here you see how a homepage of a blog, yeah, can be organized. That is your featured post. Here you have more featured posts. You see it's very visual. Here you have the last sort of blog posts. Here you see last categories and the blog post. Call to action here. Yeah, another category. And then to make it more exciting, we'll add videos to this page as well. Yeah, so good example of a case study blog, yeah, and a general blog with all the features that it needs. You then have video and audio blogs. Video becomes more and more important as a channel of communication. Yeah, so start using video. We also have seen the growth of podcasting. Start using audio, yeah, and use those as part of your blogging strategy as well. Here's a good example. Yeah, that is SoundCloud. Now, SoundCloud is a website which is kind of the YouTube for audio. Yeah, for podcasts, for audio files. And here you see their blog, which is a good mix of news, resources, audio files, blog posts with text, yeah, and video files as well. So it's a perfect combination of all the elements that we're talking about here. Yeah, so very important to use video and audio blogs as well. Here are some more types of blogs. Newsjacking or news posts. They provide information on recent events or developments in a specific industry. Yeah, so good newsjacking hacking website is Wired. Yeah, specifically focus on technology. Yeah, and it is a go-to place for the latest news on technology. You see a very clear style. You see it on the visuals as well. Yeah, and it is a news kind of portal, yeah, which gives you access to all the blog posts. It doesn't really look like a blog, it looks like a news portal. And that is, particularly for news websites, a very common way of using a blogging platform to create a news portal. Okay, we're then looking at infographics posts. Now, you may have heard of infographics. They are graphics that simplify complex materials with a chart, graphs, and graphics. Yep, and you can do blog posts around those as well. Yep, one of my favorites, and you should follow them on Facebook and on LinkedIn, The Visual Capitalist. The Visual Capitalist has every day they come out with a new chart, yeah, or a new infographic on a particular topic. Yeah, so here you see an infographic on the top 50 most visited websites in the world. So here's the infographic, and then here is the text, sort of the background information about it. Yeah, so here's the visuals. So you see Google, yeah, you see YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So here you see how that all sort of, how that develops. Yes, so with the text, subscribe to it. Yeah, so good visual comparison. So very powerful website. So use those type of websites. Use that type of way of presenting your information. We then look at how-to posts. They offer a detailed instruction on how to do a particular task. Yeah, people love those. A good example of a how-to blog is Seth Godin's blog. Yep, where he has very simple design for his blog, but this is all about the content. So he has a story of the week or his top 100 posts. Yeah, so how to tell a great story, advice for author, how to be remarketed, how to write an ebook, how to do permission marketing, an email checklist, very down to earth, simple how-to tips when it comes to business. Very straightforward, very popular blog when it comes to how-to posts. And then last but not least, a very powerful type of blog is the guest post. Yeah, so why would you write on your own blog? Why can't you be a guest blogger on somebody else's post? There's lots of benefits from a search engine perspective as well for the author of the blog, because you have other websites that recognize your expertise in your area. They invite you to write about that, and Google sees that as a high authority ranking signal for your search. Yeah, good example of a guest post is Neil Patel, who has its own website, has his own blog, is really well recognized as a digital marketing expert. Yep, and here he is writing an article as a guest on the HubSpot blog. Yep, so very useful, very powerful way, and very powerful type of blog post that you can write. Okay, so those are the different blog posts. So let's look at how you go about creating a blog. There's a number of steps that you need to look at. First of all, you need to look at what is the CMS or the blogging platform that you're going to use. Yeah, it's a very important decision for bloggers because there's several sort of decisions that you need to make here. First of all, you're going to look at, am I going to use a simple platform, which is often free to begin with, or am I going professional straight away? So if you're going simple, yep, then you can go for tools like WordPress.com or Wix.com. They will host the website for you, and those are the typical tools that give you some basic functionality. In the free version, you will have your website up and running within 5 minutes, but then if you want more functionality, you pay a bit more. Yep, now, or you want to decide to go professional, which means you're going to go to a web hosting provider and you're going to install your own website on their servers. Yep, and one of the most popular platforms for that is WordPress.org, which is a different version of WordPress. WordPress.org, yeah, gives you a lot more flexibility, a lot more freedom, a lot more plugins, yeah, but it is a bit more complicated to set up. Yep, and there is some, the WordPress itself doesn't cost you any money, but the hosting will cost you money. Yeah, the questions that you need to ask yourself, whether you want to go simple or complex, are, hey, what do you want your blog to do? Do you just want to get it for your sharing your expertise, or do you want to monetize your blog? Yeah, do you want to run it as the website for your business, for instance? What are your technical skills? Do you have very limited technical skills? You may want to go for a hosted version on WordPress.com or Wix or Weeble. Yeah, do you have sufficient technical skills? You may want to go for the WordPress.org version, which is the hosted version. You need to think about your budget. Yeah, do you have budget to use a hosted platform? Yep, and of course you need to look at the features of the platforms that you use. Can you find yourself in the features that you want to use for that? Yeah, so that is the first question that you want to ask yourself. Where are you going to host your website? And that is, what blogging platform are you going to use? Step 2 is you're going to look at your domain name. Of course, very important. That is the name of your website, the name of your blog. It's a unique web address that is identified, that identifies your blog on the internet. Yeah, so when you choose your domain name, make sure it is memorable, it is reflective of your brand, people recognize it, it's available on other social media websites as well. Yep, so it hasn't been taken by other people on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, and maybe use your keywords that are relevant for your blog. So lots of things that you need to do. If you want to have a domain, then you can check on sites like GoDaddy if the domain name is available. Yeah, then when you have it, you can then buy it, and you usually pay the register for a year or for 2 years. If it's a very simple name that that is not very popular, then it often costs you maybe $10. If it is a more popular name that hasn't been registered yet, you may pay more. Okay, so then you also need to think about the extension of your domain. Is it going to be a .com? Is it going to be a .net? Is it going to be a .org? Or is it going to be a country extension like .nl for the Netherlands? Yes, so or .fr for France. Common rule is, if you're targeting a local market, take the URL of the local market. If you're targeting a global market, go for the .com or the .net, but preferably the .com. If you're a government organization, then you want to usually stick to the .org. Then, of course, you will have checked the availability of your domain, and then you're going to register the domain. Yes, so you provide your contact information, you pay a small or a large fee, depending on the popularity of the name. And then in your website, your blog setup, you're going to connect the domain to your blog. So that means updating the name servers in your domain's register account. So it then points to your blog hosting account. Yeah, so a very simple or good provider you can go to is godaddy.com or .co.uk, and they give you everything. Yeah, so type the domain that you want. Yeah, they can help you create your website. They have different types of services. They do domain names, they do website and hosting, and they do email marketing. They have really good support. Yeah, so if you want to type your domain, so let's take, for instance, company ABC is going to be my domain. Yep, and you see here, companyabc.co.uk is available. Yes, so here's the company letter you see, if you want to use that one, is a premium name. So here you see all the different varieties on the name. Yeah, here basiccompany.com, that would cost you £3,000 because it is quite a popular name. Yeah, so it is available, but yeah, value for money. Okay, So that is your choosing your domain name. Then you're going to look at your hosting plan. And your hosting plan is very important. You will only select a hosting plan if you go for a hosted blog solution. Yeah, so which you do with WordPress.org, for instance. So basically, when you select your hosting plan, you buy a bit of storage space on the servers of that hosting provider. And on that bit of storage space, you install your website. And then the service, the hosting provider, will connect that to the internet. So they provide the technology and the support to store and maintain your website. Yes, so that is a very important part. And again, you need to consider your budget, and you also need to consider your website requirements. You need to look at the reliability and the speed and the uptime. Yeah, so a reliable hosting provider, they offer you high uptime percentage and fast loading times. That is very important. Yep, and you need to very carefully look at customer support. Yeah, so make sure they offer 24/7 support, preferably with a chat option, because often you have to wait a long time to get access, and if you have a chat option, it's much easier to get your problems solved. And a very important part of your hosting plan as well is your security. Yeah, make sure that there is a spam protection on your website, and also look at your HTTPS. Yeah, so get your SSL certificate for your website. Yes, so now some popular hosting providers you can look at include GoDaddy, Bluehost, HostGator, DreamHost. Take the time to research them, yeah, and evaluate each option, and certainly look at the customer reviews as well. Next step is you're going to design your blog. Yeah, so once you've created or you selected your hosting provider, you're then going to set up your blog, and you would install WordPress.org. Yeah, and then you're going to create your website. Now, the first thing that most of those CMS platforms will ask you is, what theme do you want to pick? And they have a whole library of themes that you can pick and choose from. And there's lots of websites that allow you to buy themes, whether it's a photography theme, a health theme, a business theme. Yep, and then you can just buy that theme, install it in your WordPress setup. Yep, and then you download the demo for it, and then you have your website. The only thing you have to do is change the content and the visuals, and your website is ready. Yes, so very important that you pick a very powerful sort of theme. You then can customize the theme with your own photos, your own logo, your own color schemes, your own options, so you can make it a unique look and feel. You then add your own images. Yeah, you customize the header of the website. So, and then you can use custom widgets, small modules that you can add to your website that do things like sign up for my newsletter, or click on the RSS feed of your website, etc. And then often you can add your own sort of HTML coding or CSS coding as well to give your website additional functionality. A really good place to buy themes is themesforest.net. Yeah, so there's a whole range of themes. You can say, for instance, give me an entertainment themes. Here you see entertainment themes could be, so you want WordPress, yeah, for instance, WordPress themes. And then you just pick a theme. Yeah, you can actually do a live preview of the theme. Yeah, and this is, here, see the demos. We want the no coding, so take for instance this one here, taste the difference. And here you see immediately how your website will look like, how your blog will look like. Yeah, so then you download the theme, install it on WordPress, download the demo, and again, then the only thing you have to do is change the text and the visuals, yeah, and some design elements. So it's so easy. There's not a single line of programming that you have to do these days, yeah, when it comes to your web development. And that is a big concern that people have. Do I still have to program? No, you don't. It's all sort of intuitive. Step 5, start creating your content. Of course, when your blog is live, when your blog is up and running, you need to start creating content for your blog by writing posts, adding images, creating pages, organizing your content, using the categories and the tags, making it easier for people to find. Now, before you can start writing your posts, of course, you need to know what you're going to write about. Yeah, what is your focus? What is your niche? What are your interests? What is your passion? You need to do keyword research around those topics. Yeah, so that gives you the ability to understand what your target audience want to read about. Yeah, use tools like Google Keyword Planner, and we've done an earlier video on how to use Google Keyword Planner to find relevant keywords for your blog. Create an editorial calendar, very important. Know that every week you're going to do a blog post. Yeah, so every Monday you need to draft a post, Wednesday you want to publish it. Yeah, so look forward. Maybe write 4 or 8 blog posts in advance, and then you are ready for the next 8 weeks. Then start writing your first blog post, yeah, that introduces the blog and introduces your niche. Create a content strategy, have a visual strategy, and optimize your blog posts for search. Using the keywords, yeah, and using the meta tags for your blogs. So that is really important because Google loves to show blog posts higher up in the search results. Now remember, it takes time. Quality content takes time and effort. So take the time to research your topics and make sure that you write compelling and informative blog posts and promote your content on social media and other channels so that drives traffic back to your website. And then finally, we're going to look at how to share your blog. Very important. You need to promote your blog and you need to track your performance. Yeah, so share your blog on social media platforms. Engage with your audience when they have comments or when they give feedback. Use email marketing to promote your blog. Yeah, collaborate with other bloggers or websites in your niche. Try to get those those guest blogging opportunities and use paid advertising to promote your blog. Yes, so it's an ongoing effort and it requires consistent effort. Yeah, on the tracking side, use Google Analytics. So set up your blog with Google Analytics. So you get information about traffic, about your audience, and about your most popular pages and your most popular blog posts. Yeah, so you can track specific actions in Google Analytics. So how many people are signing up for the newsletter, for instance. Monitor your social media analytics. How popular are your blog posts, the Facebook posts about your blog on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram. Yeah, look at open rates, click-through rates, and regularly review your blog's performance and adjust your strategy if necessary. Yeah, so very important part. Don't keep your blog a secret. Start promoting it high and wide. Okay, so let's close the session with some writing tips. First of all, know your audience. Understand who is your target audience and what are they looking for in your blog. Yeah, we talked about customer personas. Create customer personas for your key audiences. Yep, and you're writing for them. You're not writing for yourself. You need to hit the language that resonates with your audience. Be authentic. Write in your own voice. Let your personality shine through. Don't write anonymous. Yeah, people want to see the writer, the author behind the article. Yeah, make sure that you research your topic, because that will help you in writing authoritatively. And then when you write authoritatively, you provide value to your readers. Don't limit yourself to text. Use images, use videos to supplement your writing. Make your blog visually appealing. It goes without saying, edit, proofread, proofread, proofread. There's nothing more frustrating than typos in your blog posts. Yeah, make sure your writing is clear, it is simple, it is polished, and there's no typos in there. Just copy your blog text, put it in a word processor, and then do a spelling checker. Then finally, be consistent. Consistency is key to building your audience and for your readers to come back. And be consistent in the timing as well. Try to do it daily or weekly or monthly, but give that consistency to your readers. And if you take all these things together and you are passionate about a topic, then I'm sure you're going to be successful with your blog. So good luck with this. Yeah, this is a wrap. This is it. It's a short introduction to blogging basics, as it were. Yeah, how can you start your blog? So take these tips and don't be scared. Start a blog. Do it straight away, because it is actually really fun to do. So if you want to know more about all this, check out the other Simplilearn courses. If you like this video, click the like, and if you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button below. And that gives you access to our channel of other learners. So that's it for now, and I will see you all at the next video.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.